Okay, so here we have the round knobs. These knobs come set for right-handed doors. As you can see, when it's installed this way, latch goes to the left, door would be hinged on the right, and it would open inward, pull towards you to close it. It'll hit the strike plate, lock into place. So when installed this way, this lock cylinder is in the correct position. With when the key is inserted, the teeth are facing up. That way it pushes up the pins and the springs in the cylinder, and they are on top of the key. It needs to be this way. That way if dirt, dust, grime gets in there, it tends to settle at the bottom of the cylinder, rather than if it was flipped upside down. All the springs and pins are at a lower level, so all the dirt and grime will work their way into those and it wouldn't operate smoothly. So it's set this way for a reason. It can be rotated if needed to be installed on a left-handed door, rather than flipping it and installing it this way. What we need to do is remove this cylinder from the body of the lock and rotate it. That way when installed the other way, the teeth of the key are still facing up, rather than if this is left-handed here and you install it this way, the teeth are down, so it's all that dirt's going to settle down. So if we want to remove that, there's a few things we need to do. If you look down here, this is the locking rod. This piece will need to be removed first. So you'll take your key, insert it, and then you can see you can turn it and it flips back and forth. There. So to remove this, you want to get this set kind of right in the middle there. It's about a quarter turn of the key. And then you'll be using this tool. This is a cylinder removal tool. It's got a forked end and just kind of a beveled end on this side. On the underside here, there's this little tab, and if you can see down in there, there's a wound spring. So if you insert this tool here on the side and twist it, get it flat, and then you can see when you rotate it, pushes that tab in, that spring moves. So what you're going to want to do is, once you get this tool in here, push leverage down. It's tough to do with one hand, so push the down and it acts like a lever and pushes that tab up, and then this rod slides right out. So that's your locking rod. That can be sat down. Then now we're going to remove the cylinder. What you'll do is take this forked end, kind of slide it down. You can see this little gate here, and when you're moving this tab up and down, you can see that gate moves. So what you want to do is take this fork end, slide it down in there under that gate, and kind of wedge it up and slide it down till it bottoms out. You'll feel it bottom out when it hits the cylinder. You can see this can go left or right a little bit. You want to get that set in the middle right there, so it's perfectly vertical. It's holding that gate up. Then just a little quick tap on the table knocks your cylinder out. So when it's set for right-handed, if you're looking at the knob here, and I just kind of rotate it, you can see this half moon shape here. If it's set to right hand, it's going to be shaped like a C. You see that? C. If we need to rotate it for a left hand door, you're going to spin the cylinder around, and then that half moon shape is going to be face the other direction. Okay, so that's set for left hand. So then we're going to take this cylinder that we just took out. You can pull the key out. With this cylinder, since you have it facing the opposite direction here, you'll get this is the pin cover. This holds all the springs and pins in here. The bottom side is flat. Then we're going to insert this back in so that pin cover is vertical, and then you're just going to push the knob in nice and easy. You'll hear it click into place. So now that's set to left hand. So when you put this key in now, the teeth are facing up. That way all the dirt and grime would settle at the bottom instead of in the springs and pins. So once that's back installed, now this is set for left hand. You'll just take your locking rod. This process is a little easier than taking it apart. Just have the half moon facing downward. Line it up so that tab that we had vertical before is just vertical as well. And then we'll just slide this down. And you can just take your thumb and give it a nice little push. Locks into place. And then you can take your key, check it. And you can see the rod goes back and forth now. So that's good. That's now set for a left-hand door. So now, when installed, this would be hinged on the left side. Hinged on the left side. Door opens in to the left. And the latch is on the right. So that's how you reverse it to a left-hand door.